Around 2 weeks ago, Jordan Cooper, Michael Horton, Gavin Ortland, they came together and they had a little stream about Sola Scriptura. And guys, it was a slop fest, okay? It was a terrible stream. We'll be reviewing it tonight, so don't worry, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, check it out. But the biggest issue is the fake quotes. Guys, always check your sources, okay? I decided to look through all of these different quotes. Some of them there was like a word added here or there, not a huge deal. Some of them it was just like terribly out of context. But there's one quote in particular that I found to be pretty odd because I read through the whole corpus of Tertullian and I didn't really recognize this quote.
And Tertullian, Scripture is the only means for refuting or validating a doctrine as regards its content.
I decided to do what everybody does. Decided to Google, put it in quotation so I could find out where it's from. And it brought me to an article by Michael Horton. There's no other instances of this. It was just an article from him. It's called, "Is Our Bible Too Small?" Very interesting. So I decided to Control F, go down to the quotation, and I found this paragraph in there. And it said, not only was there a consensus about the writings that were canonical, the church fathers all considered Scripture, the Old and New Testaments, the sole norm for faith and practice. Tertullian insisted that, quote, Scripture is the only means for refuting or validating a doctrine as regards its content, end quote. And there's a footnote, footnote 14. So what did I decide to do? I decided to go down to the bottom of the article. I decided to look at the footnote. The footnote, it's not from a work from Tertullian. It's from a scholar talking about Tertullian's works. But when you look at the stream, he presented it like it was a quote from Tertullian. Very bad work, okay? Do better.